This is a presentation on creative writing. So first, let's start with an icebreaker question. Turn to a partner next to you and talk about if you've ever participated in creative writing, and if you have, what did you write about? So these are the important topics that have to do with creative writing that we will be going over. The first one being, what is creative writing? What is considered creative writing and why is it important? Then we'll be going over essay structure and how to correctly format and set up your paper. And then we will talk about setting and characters. Where is the story taking place and who's in the story? And then we will finish with transition words and why they are important. So the first topic that we'll be talking about is, what is creative writing? Creative writing is writing that uses imagination. Creative writing can be a story that can be made up or a real-life event that has been enhanced. Creative writing is also considered to be expressive literature, or literature that uses emotion and unique situations to portray a story or a main idea. It also allows you to explore and express how you perceive the world inside of your imagination. Next, we will talk about how to organize your story. So there's three main parts of the organization of a creative writing story: introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. So your introduction paragraph should introduce the problem or the main topic of your story, as well as the characters and where the story takes place. Next is the body paragraphs. You typically will have 1 to 3 body paragraphs depending on how many main ideas or issues you want to introduce, and this is where they will be discussed, as well as if the main idea is a problem, it will be solved during this section. And last, we'll finish with a conclusion paragraph, which is where the entire story will be summarized. It's important to remind your audience of the main topic or issues, as well as the solution that was found. This is a really good visual on how to organize your story. So you can see it's broken up into the introduction, the body paragraphs, and the conclusion. And then we will talk about setting and characters. So setting explains when and where a story takes place. For example, a princess eats a piece of cake in her bedroom around 5 p.m. This sentence tells you where the story takes place, in the princess's bedroom, and also when it takes place, which is 5 p.m. Setting can also help with the theme of the story and giving the audience a mental image of where the story is taking place. Next, we will move on to characters. Characters are one of the most important parts of any story. Characters create the main ideas in a story and help keep the story moving. Readers are also able to connect with the characters in the story, which makes them more interested in the overall story and being able to connect with the characters on a deeper level. Last, we will talk about transition words. Transition words help your reader understand the message you are trying to deliver through your story. They show the relationship between sentences, paragraphs, and overall ideas. Transition words also help your story flow better. They give your reader an easy way to follow the timeline that you are trying to portray throughout your story. Here are some examples of transition words that you can use in your writing. And then can help you introduce the next idea in your story. More importantly, can emphasize importance of an idea in relation to another idea. And in conclusion, can help tell the reader that you are wrapping up your story. All of these are great tips to follow, and it's a really good guideline to get you set up on writing your first creative writing story. But remember, at the end of the day, creative writing is supposed to be fun.